right, guys, today we're going to learn a special type of factoring when there are 4 terms, and it's called factor by grouping. And here's how it works. So this only works when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Okay? First step, split the terms into 2 pairs. So I'm going to have a blue pair, and I'm going to have a red pair. All right, step 1 done. Factor out the GCF from each pair. All right, so the GCF of these guys is going to be 1, right? Because 1 and 5, you can pull out a 1. And then the smaller power is x2. Okay, so we're going to divide that out of the blue. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1x left. And then we have minus 5 divided by 1 is 5, but no more x's because 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, on to red. What is the GCF of the red? Well, 3 and 15, the GCF, we're going to put a plus sign. Whatever this is, you put that symbol. So if this is a plus, you're going to put a plus. 3 and 15, the GCF is 3. No x's because the 15 doesn't have any. Now divide everything by 3. This becomes x minus 5. Now if you did it right, you're going to notice that the parenthesis ones are the same. See how they're both x minus 5? 1x minus 5, 1x minus 5. Okay, wait, so we finished this. This didn't matter for this one. Okay, now they both have an x minus 5, so you're going to write that once. And then the other parenthesis is the other stuff that was there, not these. Okay, so we have a 1x squared, a plus sign, and a 3. You're done. That's factored by grouping. Okay, so we split them up in pairs. The common factor comes out once, and the other stuff remains in the other parenthesis. I know that seems a little abstract right now, so let me show you that it actually does work. If I FOIL this out, x times x squared is x to the third. X times 3 is 3x. Negative 5 times x squared is negative 5x squared. And negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. See how this is this? In a different order. But yeah, so it works. All right, let's try number 2. Let's do another one. So first off, break them off into pairs. So again, we'll have a blue pair and we'll have a red pair. Okay, what is the GCF of these guys? And they both have, let's see, a 1 and a 2, so we can pull out a 1. The smaller amount of x's is x squared. Okay, let's divide that out. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. And then plus 2 divided by 1 is 2, but the 2 minus the 2 is 0, so it's gone. Okay, now there's a minus sign here, so we need to bring down the minus sign. And then 9 and 18, the GCF is 9. So draw your parenthesis. No x's because the 18 does not have one. Now let's divide. Now be careful because you have to include the negative. So what's negative 9x divided by negative 9? It's positive 1x. And then what's negative 18 divided by negative 9? It's positive 2. Make sure you do the negative when you divide. Okay, again guys, if you did it right, the parentheses should be the same. 1x plus 2, 1x plus 2, If that doesn't happen, you did it wrong. That becomes the first parenthesis. And the second parenthesis becomes anything that was left over. 1x squared minus 9. 1x squared minus 9. That is done. Okay, it's called factor by grouping. It works for 4 terms. Okay, one more, number 3, and then we're done. Let's do a pink pair and a green pair this time. All right, pink pair. What is the GCF? So out of 2 and 4, we can divide out of 2. And the smaller power out of 3 and 2 is 2. All right, let's divide it out. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And if you subtract, 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay, and then minus 4 divided by 2 is 2, but the exponents cancel. 2 minus 2 is 0, so it's gone. Okay, I see a plus sign, so we need to bring that down. GCF of 6 and 12. What do 6 and 12 both divide by evenly? The biggest number you can think of is actually 6. No x's, because the 12 doesn't have any. And now let's divide both pieces by 6. So 6x divided by 6 is 1x, minus 12 divided by 6 is 2. All right, again, if you did it right, the parentheses should be the same. This time it's 1x minus 2. So that becomes the first parenthesis. And then the second parenthesis is everything else, the 2x squared plus 6. Okay, so this is called factor by grouping with 4 terms. Nice job, guys.